the concept of enlargement. Now, what we need to know in this concept, enlargement changes the size of a shape while keeping the shape. So what we mean here, we are not changing a rectangle to a square. We are not changing a circle to a square, but we are making our circle smaller. We make our circle smaller, or we make it bigger. So that is the work of enlargement. We are either making a shape smaller or bigger. And there are key concepts that you need to understand in this area. The first one is scale factor. The second one is the center of enlargement. The third one is the object, and the last one is the image. So there are four key things that you need to know or to remember whenever you hear the concept of enlargement. Now, what can we say about the scale factor? Now, a scale factor will tell us how much bigger or how smaller an image has become. So you're able to know, has this image become smaller by how much, or have we enlarged it by how much? Now, the center of enlargement is a fixed point, whereby now we are carrying out our enlargement. Now, we have the object, the initial shape. Then when we do the enlargement, or when you make it bigger, or we make it smaller, it becomes the image. Now, let's talk about scale factor. So there are two ways to calculate the scale or to get the scale factor. And since I've used the center of enlargement, I will demonstrate getting a scale factor when you have the center of enlargement. So I suppose this is my center. And then I suppose I have two triangles. I have that triangle, and I have this other triangle. So this triangle, we can have it A, B, C, and the other triangle, we can have it A prime, B prime, C prime. And we have seen this is our center O, the center of enlargement. So is the center of, I can just write it on this side, the center of enlargement. That is the center of enlargement. So if I want to get the scale factor, I get the distance from the center of enlargement. So I'll get the distance from the center of enlargement to my image point, then divide it from the center of the enlargement to the object. And this one will also be the same as OA prime over OA, which will be the same as, that is the same as OC prime over OC. So that is one way of getting the center of enlargement. Now, not the center, sorry, the scale factor. That is how to get the scale factor. Now, something that you need to realize, my object, this is my object, and this is my image are on the same side of the center of enlargement. So if the object and the image are on the same side, then the scale factor is positive. So don't forget that if the two, the object and the image are on the same side, then the scale factor is positive.